Hey, welcome to WP's Garage. This is a brand new channel, but I'm not brand new to making videos, and what we're going to do today is do some stuff with Chevy parts, because that's what I do best. I mean, I like all other trucks, but I understand only Chevrolets, so we're going to be working on a car that comes from Northwest Exploration. It's called the America Wagon. This is its hood right there. And I'm going to be servicing slash fixing what I just put on here, a Holley 850 double pumper. What's happening is the needle's stuck, so it's just leaking fuel absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to fix that, and the first thing I'm going to do, take those entire bowl assemblies and everything off, and then get to work. I've only got my phone with me today, so you'll have to make do with whatever camera angles I can do with here. Again, this was on, you'll like this, a big block 427 power Camaro. I just dropped that. As I was saying, this is on a big block 427 Camaro at one point, a 427 swap. Originally it was just a Camaro 350, but somebody put a 427 in it, and then they had this carb on it. They changed it with a much better, less race-tuned, more intermediate street Avenger. Whoa. They always tell you to be careful with these Holleys. What you can only see right now is this little gasket plate thing. I'll tear into it now. Of course, the greatest workbenches of all are these Chevrolet fan shrouds. Originally, this car had a Oldsmobile 350 diesel, but you know the story behind those, I'm sure, if you're a car guy. If you're not, just look at any video explaining them or talking about them, and you'll understand why that's not in here anymore. This is the greatest workbench, as I said. I'm going to start getting into this. I do not have experience with Holley carburetors at all. The only carb that's ever been on this that's been swapped onto it by us was this great, beautiful, computerized Quadrajet. So I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to go for it, and we'll see what happens. It's actually not that bad in there, but it looks like it might have been drained before it was swapped off to a smaller Street Avenger on that other engine. This is actually not looking that bad on the front bowl assembly, but now I gotta move to the back one, and that one's gonna suck less getting the line off, but still. Alright, I think I've just decided I'm gonna put this all back together instead, because I went through the entire needle assembly in this, and the needle is not getting stuck, and it seems fine. So we're just gonna put this plate back on instead, and then just carry on with the rear side of this carburetor, and maybe, you know, I'll go through the carburetor, see if anything there is spraying. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one real way to do that. Brake parts cleaner, and these are the two. I think they're spraying. Work in. Okay, just checking. Make sure all of that is going good. Alright, now I'll have to move on to the back. But first, I'll put the front back on, and then we'll see what the back looks like. Okay, so the front has been gone through, and couldn't really find much, so I'm hoping the leaks are just something simple. Rear could be a different story. It was coming out of this top section for where the needle goes, and so we're going to move on to taking this out. Quick update before I get the last bolt out. There's still gas leaking off of this one. But as you can see here, these are the top two bolts, and you can kind of see they have a little bit of residue on them from previous gas. But this one had just a bunch of stuff in its threads, mainly gasoline, and then just gasoline dripping off of it when I took it out. So I think this is our culprit, this back one. So I'm going to get, hold on, let it focus. I'm going to get this back thing completely off, then update you. Now here's how you know it's the culprit. All four bolts are off, and if we around with like a screwdriver or something, the back handle of it, and See how it's just barely separating there? It's seized on there. So I got in here, and I think this one's the worst one yet. It's just got like this gas, like old gas, all over the bottom of it. So, you know, I'll just go ahead and fix that right up. Just get in there. Just get it all. You got to make sure to get it all in the cowl and all that stuff, so that when the cowls open up, you just get that sweet aroma of the good stuff, the green stuff. So while I was over here, I figured I might as well plug off the little fuel return lines and stuff with some rubber vacuum caps and custom made caps, because you definitely want those to dry rot. You may have noticed that the two sides of this separated. There are no two sides, but it decided to create two sides spontaneously as I was taking it off. So now it's a two-piece gasket. To fix this, I do not recommend RTVing your carburetor. You always get the right gaskets for these. You know, it's this car. So honestly, I will cut this video.